Alright, in this segment we're going to show you how to clean the espresso machine, which is a really expensive piece of equipment, so we want to treat it like our baby and give it lots of love and just keep it really clean, because that reflects not only you but the business itself. To clean the espresso machine, we're going to remove the portafilter. Actually, this whole thing is called a basket. This part inside is the portafilter. It has all these holes that allow the water to drip through and extract the coffee juice, if you will, or the espresso. Now we're going to take our portafilter and our basket, place it in a vessel so we can soak that for a little bit. We're just going to add a tiny pinch of Puro Calf. A little bit goes a long way. Next up, we're going to clean. There's a little screen up on the inside here that we just want to take a clean cloth. We're going to get it just a little damp, my fingers here, and I'm just going to touch my finger to the inside of this Puro Calf and rub up on this screen here gently. You don't have to push hard or anything, it's just gently back and forth. And do keep in mind that it is considerably hot in this part of the espresso machine often. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that done. Let's just give a little rinse off there. Take just a tiny bit more Puro Calf, just a few grains is plenty, and we want to scrub it out. There's even a little spring in here that holds the portafilter together. You can remove that, cleaning the whole inside of the basket and also the outside. We'll just give it a quick rinse. Okay, we're going to put the spring back in. And we're going to go ahead at this point and grab our portafilter with the holes in it that's been soaking in the Puro Calf and the hot or warm water, and we're just going to scrub this out, being very thorough. Scrub all the way around the rim on the inside of this, and scrubbing the holes back and forth. Now this other basket is very thin, there's no holes in it whatsoever. Well, it's the cleaning portafilter base. So just pop it in your basket. We're going to put a tiny bit of Puro Calf in here, and we're going to move it back over here to the espresso machine. Get it nice and tight. Now we're going to go ahead and click the button here, let it run for 5 seconds. And then we're going to let it rest for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to do that 5 times. We're going to cycle it through 5 times. So we've cycled this thing 5 times now with the Puro Calf in it. So we're going to go ahead and remove the basket, dumping out any liquid that was in there. Now we're going to let this run for a little bit longer and place the basket and cleaning tray back in there. And we're going to cycle it through like we did the first time for 5 rounds for 5 seconds, resting for 10. With just clean water going through. Everyone, now we've cycled clean water through the espresso machine 5 times for 5 seconds, resting for 10. Just dump that water out again, and let's just flush this out one more. Now we're going to move on and clean the rest of the espresso machine. So first of all, we're going to pull this face off, and this whole tray comes out. And this thing comes out as well. I would like to draw your attention to this black basket here. All our water from the day and extra espresso and grounds, they'll drain down into this basket and down into the drain. And I just usually take a couple paper towels, just wipe out in here. So you're gonna have coffee grounds and all that stuff collecting in here. So now that we've cleaned that out, we're going to just start to wipe down the whole espresso machine. And this is going to be a rough clean. After this wipe down, I'm going to go back over it with some rubbing alcohol and a new clean rag. Make sure to clean all along the sides and on top. Up here, you need to clean once in a while. Walk out and around behind the station here and clean the front and get it all nice and shiny. So the last thing we want to do, once we get the espresso machine all clean and shiny, we need to set it up and have it prepared for the next person in the morning. So we're going to put the portafilter back in the basket, put it back in the espresso port. We're going to keep the espresso machine on so it will constantly keep up the temperature and be ready for the morning. Here we have our steamer wands. These tips screw off. So we're going to go ahead and screw each one of these off and place into a cup. We're going to put a pinch of Puro Calf in there, just a little bit. And we're going to do that for each wand. We're going to run some hot water into these cups. I want to just quick give these wands a good wipe down, going around the threads as milk will build up behind those tips and collect around those threads. And then we're going to take our cups with those tips and the Puro Calf, and they're going to soak overnight.